Hey everyone, today we're doing a product photography styled shoot in my studio, and I'm going to be using the A7R5 with the 50mm f1.2, the 90mm f2.8 macro lens, and maybe I'll throw in my 70-200 to get some dynamic shots as well. So in today's photo shoot, we're going to be focused on creating social media content and product photos for a brand. That brand is Distill Union. They make wallets and a few other things, but I've been using their stuff for a long time. This wallet is over 3 years old and I really love it. It's just, something that I use and I'm happy with. So I'm going to be focusing on creating some more content for their brand. Some of the things that we want to focus on with this Wallace brand is that it's made from full grain leather and that it uses a magnetic construction. So this has strong magnets that you can use to keep your wallet together, and it also allows you to customize your wallet. It comes with a bunch of different accessories that you can put in here, money clip, all sorts of stuff. So that's some of the things that we're going to focus on when we're taking photos. So we're in my office space now. This is my new office. I recently moved and this space has plenty of window light. There's 2 big windows just like the one behind me and in this space, and I want to create some lifestyle oriented photos, and I'm going to be walking you around the room and making little vignettes of little spaces that I can create some lifestyle oriented photos with the wallets. So we're walking into my office right now. I have these 2 big windows that let in a lot of natural light, but I also have this light over here that just raises the ambient light. You can tell that I'm using that light on this corner to give the same direction that the sun is coming in when I do any lifestyle shots. So this is my office desk. I think I can create a lot of different textures on this desk with the wood and the desk mat and all of that stuff over here. And then I also have another little section over here that has the little sitting area and everything there with my TV stand, and I have another little section that I can create like a little vignette with the chair and a little side table right here. So let's get started. I'm going to start off with creating some scenes on my desk first, and then we'll go from there and see where kind of everything takes me. Now I have a full wallet here, has cash in it, has an ID, because I am McLovin, so that's pretty cool. And there we go. Now it's set up to get some photos of it. And first things first, you need a memory card in your camera. So don't forget that, and make sure that your battery is charged. I had to go get some props, so I'm gonna use one of their keychains as well to add to this scene. I'm gonna turn this around. I think this looks good. Now I'm just gonna set this up to make sure that it's all straight. Have this aligned a little bit better. And we'll get our first shots in. To get these shots that I got over here, I'm using that as a bounce to bounce the light off the wall. It gives a little bit more fill, but you still get all that directional light coming down and putting shadows down this way onto the products. Next, I want to create a little vignette over in this corner on the little bench that I have over here. I have a candle here, some matches, this hat. Let's see what I can make. I also want to use a book. Maybe I can use this one, add a pen. Maybe I can use one of these. Just try to build up a little scene right here. All right, so I'm building this scene here. I want the wallet to be kind of the focal point. We have other little stuff in the scene, but it's mostly here showing that there's some cash, and the pen is pointing that way as well at the wallet. So you'll be able to see it in the scene as kind of the angles are kind of going to that. We got some close-up shots here, and maybe some shots from the side over here. So next up, I want to use some vinyl backdrops that I have to create a different type of flat lay that I would not necessarily normally be able to create with the items that I have in my office. So let's go do that. So I'm going to be using one of my favorites. This is a vinyl backdrop that looks like white marble. This is from Club Backdrop. This is one of my favorite companies to get vinyl from. I'm putting the vinyl down on hardboard. You can get this at pretty much any local hardware store. I got it cut to size so it fits my vinyl almost perfectly. So since the light is coming from this side of the room where the windows are, I want to make sure that I have light that is coming from the same direction. So I'm going to use my 500 watt bi-colored light from Nanlite. Turn that over, have that cast right down. I could close the blinds, but it doesn't really block out all the light, so I might as well use it to my advantage that the light is coming from this way and I can have the light shine down onto my scene that I'm creating right here. Now that I have all this set up and laid out, I want to make sure that I can get some shots of the whole setup and show it with all these elements kind of like exploded and everything taken apart. I'm going to turn on my light. I might turn off this light that's in the corner over here, so we'll turn that one off. This one will turn on. I'm getting the shadows coming in, getting all the shadows coming in this way. So just like with the light coming in from behind it, it's not really going to affect it. I have my light set to 5600, so it's matching the daylight out right now. It is what 3-4 o'clock right now, so the light is the sun is still pretty high in the sky, so it's still going to be around 5600 Kelvin to get a shot like this. So yeah, let's get taking photos. Making sure that I'm getting the whole set. I like to make sure that I'm getting extra room around the sides to look like this. I also want to change my lens to the macro, and we'll get back over there and get some more shots in. I typically like to switch to my macro on every scene that I can or that I remember to, because just getting those detailed shots, you can't, like getting a shot that is, even if you crop in, you're still not getting the same compression that you're getting when you use a macro lens. So the next set of shots that I'm going to be doing are lifestyle shots with me in the photo. I'm going to need a tripod for this. I have one right here, and I'm going to be setting my camera up with the interval time lapse. I like to set it at 3 to 5 seconds. That way I don't have to check the camera after every single photo. And I typically like to hand hold my photos, which is why I have pretty powerful studio lights. I have a 500 watt and this one is a 300 watt light, but I'm not gonna be able to hand hold it and get the shot with me in it. So this is my solution to that, and hopefully these turn out pretty good. So let's get to it and see how they turn out. After a little more thought, I wanted to add in another light to give me that dynamic shadow. There we go, that looks pretty good. So now that I have all this set up, I have my light that I wanted to add a little bit more dynamic lighting into the scene. I have my wallet kind of set up with this right here, and this is what the shot looks like without me in it. I have the interval time lapse setting set up. It's at 3 seconds. Every 3 seconds it'll take a photo for 10 photos. So I think we have a few photos that might be pretty good, but we have to get over to the computer, edit those, cull them down, and then we'll send them over to the client and see what they think.
I keep on falling back in love. I think I loved you in a past life. Something familiar looking in your eyes. Feels like we said goodbye 1,000 times. I think I loved you in a past life.
With all the photos that we took in today's product photo shoot and the 4 scenes that we created, I'd love to know which one was your favorite, and if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below and I'll try to get down there to answer anything you may be curious about. But until then, please subscribe and like this video if you found it interesting, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.